Greetings, fellow tank commanders. In this video I'm going to be showing you a game that I played in the Snakebite. This is a tier 6 British light tank which was inspired by the new World of Tanks rollout comics. It is a training variant of the historically famous Cromwell tank. The game I'm playing is on Cormoran in a standard battle with tier 7 as the top tier and 2 artillery tanks on each team. For this game my Snakebite is equipped with binoculars, coated optics, and an enhanced gun laying drive. It is supplied with a small repair kit, small first aid kit, and a manual fire extinguisher. I have an almost even split between AP and APCR shells, so I'm prepared for any tank that I come across. I have used the Snakebite's incredible speed to take up my favorite spotting position on this side of the map. With my binoculars set up, I'm able to get a whole bunch of early game spots, which I'm hoping my artillery tanks will take advantage of. I get a few shots in on the Black Prince, and now I get to shoot at the J Panther. I'm on APCR shells at the moment to deal with those tougher tanks, but since I am now on the move, I switch back to my AP shells, which I usually have in for when I have to make snapshots. The enemy has claimed the middle of the map already, and although this might not be good news for the tactical situation, it does provide me the opportunity to get some shots on the flanks of this enemy medium tank, and I also am in position to get spots for many of the other damage hits. At this point I'm quite worried about being targeted by the enemy artillery, since I am fully spotted in a rather awkward situation here. Thankfully, their attention is directed elsewhere, and I am able to continue to get shots in on the middle of the map in relative safety. At this point, I could have repositioned to support the friendly medium tank moving up along the west flank. However, I prioritized spotting and trying to get more damage hits on the middle of the map, where the enemy had a strategic advantage over us, being able to put pressure on both our snipers and our artillery. Thankfully, I'm not the only one who feels this way, and my teammates are punishing them quite harshly. The Cormoran map does not have a lot of large open spaces for the Snakebite to use its incredible speed and overall mobility to do active maneuvers, which it excels at. Which is why I chose to share this game, because it shows the Snakebite's potential to play a little more passively in games where high-speed maneuvers would not be effective. It was quite annoying having so many of my APCR shells bouncing off the cupola area of the T-29's turret. Although this isn't really surprising given how tough the T-29's turret armor is, even from the side, and that the Snakebite's penetration is lacking even with APCR shells. Once again, I have no luck penetrating one of these tier 7 heavy tanks in this game. This is mostly because of the angle that the Oni was at. However, the Snakebite's penetration isn't really enough to penetrate the front of this tank anyways. My teammate that moved up on this flank earlier is now destroyed, so I'm going to take the spotting position on the top of this hill and make sure that there's no enemies sneaking up on us. This position doesn't turn out to be as effective as I'd hoped, because the Oni is still off to my right, and the Craft Panther can now see me from the left. Again, another opportunity to shoot the Oni, but still have no success. Unfortunately, it's a waiting game at this point, as I don't want to move forward and expose myself without any cover fire from my friendly tanks. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I keep spotting as many enemies as possible for my teammates and especially for the artillery. I get an opportunity here to shoot at an M4 medium tank who is trying to retreat. I'm able to get one shot in on him, but I get spotted before I can finish him off, and I am prioritizing holding on to my hit points since my team is at a disadvantage right now. Fortunately, my repositioning pays off, and someone is able to spot him out for me, and I managed to destroy him in another shot. My teammates on the other side of the map are doing a very good job at hanging in this game, and we are turning this slight disadvantage around. I now get some target practice on a streaking Craft Panther. I managed to hit my first 3 shots, but unfortunately only have 1 damage hit to show for it. Since I am fighting the front of a tier 7 tank now, and the game is rather close, I'm going to switch to my APCR shells. I don't want to take any damage here, and I'm being very cautious with peeking over the hill, and I get some more successful shots on the Craft Panther through the grass. At this point, I'm just waiting for one of my shells to luckily hit a weak spot on the Craft Panther's turret. I get a little frustrated and decide to switch to shooting the lower hull. I have similar luck shooting there, but I am finally able to finish him off. And with that kill, my team has now turned the game around and we have a 1 kill advantage. Victory is not assured yet, so I'm taking in the tactical situation before making an offensive push of any sorts. I move to the top of the hill so that I can set up my binoculars, and when no one shows up, I fall back, but my teammates spot someone out, and I'm able to get 2 hits on the Nashorn here, destroying his engine so that my teammate can finish him off. Since there are no shots available, and we have a 3 tank lead, it is time to move forward and find some new targets. With the Snakebite's incredible speed, I'm able to move up along the flank really fast. Of course, things would have gone quicker if I hadn't decided to have a ramming competition with that rock. Now I spot out one of the 2 remaining artilleries, and I get to get 2 shots in on him before my teammates finish him off. Now the last remaining tank destroyer is in the middle of the field, and I take him out with a single shot. The Panzer IV's is now in sight as well, but I miss my shot and don't get any damage in on him, probably because there's all these butterflies fluttering in my viewport. Now all that's left is the GW Panther, and I'm able to use my great speed to find him in no time. This is definitely not my finest driving to dodge artillery, but it doesn't matter because I'm able to get along his side and get my 4th kill to finish off the game. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how well I did. I earned just under 14,000 silver this game. This is pretty good considering the large amount of APCR rounds I fired. I earned 3,559 experience. In this game I destroyed 4 enemy vehicles, dealt 2,244 damage, and assisted with 1,281 damage. I detected 7 enemy tanks and got 11 spotted target hits. I earned a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker in this game, and a Confederate Medal. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,825. I managed to hit 41 of my 55 shots, and I got 22 damage hits out of those. These are some pretty good stats for a Snakebite, and especially since I was doing a lot of range fighting when the Snakebite excels at doing more circling maneuvers up close. Unfortunately, Cormoran doesn't offer a lot of opportunities to play to the Snakebite's strengths. Sadly, in this Mastery Badge game, I only managed to injure the radio operator of the J Panther. Well, that's all for this video. I hope it'll help you with your own Snakebite gameplay, and that you'll stay tuned for more awesome World of Tanks videos.